not get in a relationship with somebody that you already know they done had the whole entire school.
Take a shower, because you don't want to be walking around school, somebody smells you, your nickname is Smelly Boy. Do not be big and bad, just be the big person and walk away, but do not have the mindset of, I'm gonna do this later, you're never gonna do it later. Like, drama is just so like... Hey everyone, it's Beyond Jay. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys
realistic sophomore advice.
So before this video starts, this is a little disclaimer. I just want you guys to know that this is just based off my experience, my opinions, and just overall how my sophomore year kind of went. Without further ado, before this video starts, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And if you see me looking down, that's because I have like a list of notes and categories. So we have grades, sports, friends, drama, relationships, and hygiene. Without further ado, let's get into our first category, which will be grades. So starting off first, grades are important. You need a certain amount of credits first of all to graduate. So you don't want to be having D's and F's and thinking that's passing, even though a D is passing, but like the lower your grade is, the lower your GPA is, and you know you want a certain GPA to take certain classes. And do not have the mindset of I'm gonna do this later, because that mindset is basically gonna have you feeling like I had that mindset in my sophomore year, even though you know your boy was able to get his grades up at the end of the year. But do not have the mindset of I'm gonna do this later, because then you're never gonna do it later. Like let's be real, we're never doing it later. We're gonna go home, play video games, sleep, watch movies. So just remember to not have that mindset. When you have work, do it. And if you have homework, do it. And if you do have a low grade, try to do all the extra credit, make up your work. But at the end of the day, do not slack on your grades, because doing your work is the most important thing in school. That's what you come to school for. You know, I probably sound like the teacher.
You come to school, do your work, and that's it.
I know we had fun, we got friends, lunch, but at the end of the day, your grades should be your #1 priority. Don't let nothing get in between that. And remember just to, as long as you're doing your work, you know what you're doing. And nothing wrong with being chill. See others around me doing work, that just motivates me to do work. And if I don't know if y'all teacher allow it, but like it also helps me to play a little music. I got AirPods. I put in one earpod so I can still hear the teacher. And, you know, just do your work. It's that simple. So please do your work. You do not want to be failing. And sophomore year is full of just a whole bunch of work. You got a workload. I know your freshman year probably was easy, but sophomore year, it's gonna get a little rough. On to our next category, we have sports. Sports, I don't do sports personally. I used to do sports back in 8th grade, but I stopped doing sports. You can do sports. Sports is very cool, especially if you got friends doing it with you, but do not do sports because you think like that's gonna help you fit in, or you're doing sports because of a friend. Do sports because you personally like the sport. Do the sport that you wanna like eventually make out of a career, or just do a sport because you think it's like fun. But don't do a sport if you're bad at it, and do not do a sport just because your friends told you so, or you feel like it's gonna get you some cool points. Do a sport that you desire, do a sport that you like, and remember also with the grades, if you want to do a sport, you need to keep a certain grade. For us, we gotta have a D, I believe, or a C. Yeah, make sure you're keeping them grades up so you can do your sports. And sports is cool. Get into sport if you want to. Me personally, I don't do sports. You know, that's just not me. I used to do football, but I don't do it no more, so yeah. Our next category, we have friends. Okay, so first of all, do not try to be cool with everybody in the school, because the bigger your circle is, the more drama is gonna be, which is on my thingy. We're gonna get into that later. Just remember to have the right amount of friends. But I'm not saying you can walk around the school with 2, 3 friends. I'm just saying I'd rather walk around with 3 real friends than a bunch of 20 fake friends and half them people I don't even know their names. Watch out to who your friends are, because there's a difference between real friends and fake friends, and you're gonna understand, you're gonna learn the difference between your real friends and fake friends. How I kind of learned this in my like sophomore year is your real friends are gonna tell you the truth, while your fake friends are gonna just doubt you. And you start to realize that, you know, your fake or your real friends only come around when they really need something from you. So just understand that, you know, as you grow, you're gonna outgrow your old friend group and get into a new friend group. But just remember, in your sophomore year, you want to have like, I guess, a certain amount of friends, but do not try to be cool with everyone to get, you know, try to fit in or attention. Remember that we're not going to school to like, I guess, have a boys and girls club. At the end of the day, I know school is about learning new people, meeting new people. But for me, I have a small circle. I don't have too much friends, but I'm not saying go to school and have like no friends or one friend, but just make sure you got the right amount of people around you, and make sure that your friends have a good attitude, and make sure that, you know, because you take influence off your friends, so make sure your friends ain't doing nothing bad that you personally don't like of yourself, because that's how I kind of had to learn. Like my so-called real friends, I realized that the stuff that they were doing didn't match up with my lifestyle and my personality. So you outgrow people, you cut people off. That's just the way it goes. So remember to understand the difference between your real friends and your fake friends. Our second category would be drama. I'm gonna tell you this straight up. You might end up being in drama, and you could be the most quietest person. Somehow, some way, you gonna end up seeing your name in some dramas. My camera, my bad, I thought it was on my camera. My opinion on drama is because guys, back then I was a little messy, but I learned and I've grown. But with drama, just make sure you got, like, this same thing on friends. Make sure that you know your real friends, because you can end up saying something, your friends could twist your words, say it out loud, and then boom, you want a whole bunch of drama, or, you know, something bad can just happen. But just, you do not want to be in drama. Drama is not worth it, and at the end of the day, drama is just causing more chaos to your already workload of work and just circle and sports, whatever the case may be. But just make sure you know the people you hanging around, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna end up in drama. But be the bigger person, walk away from the situation or de-escalate the situation. If someone comes up to you, you said this, blah, 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 do not, oh, if I did or didn't, do not be big and bad. Just be the big person and walk away. And like with my friends, we joke around, but like, how do I put it? If they seem like they not joking, they dead serious, do not end up like being in no situation that you ain't even supposed to be in. Just tell them you didn't do it, or she or he, and just walk away. Do not put yourself in drama, because the last thing you want is you walking around school giving you different eyes, and you just don't want that. So my advice is stay out of drama. And if it's like you feel like you can't get out of drama, then my advice would be to just go to a teacher. I don't care about you being called a snitch. Go to a teacher if you can't fight, okay? I'm not telling you to fight, that's the last thing, but if it's self-defense, then you ain't got no choice. But just make sure you do everything in your possibility to avoid that situation, or avoid the fight and avoid drama, because drama is not worth it. It's so like, it is so unnecessary. And I don't see why, like, even my school, I don't see why a lot of people just being messy or drama. Like, drama is just so like I can't even put a word to it. It's just so unnecessary. So remember to stay out of drama, avoid it at all costs. Next, I have relationships. Do not get in a relationship with somebody that you already know dated half the whole entire school. Please do not get in a relationship with a person that has dated the whole entire school. Because what do you think that means? I'm not gonna say, but we put in 2 and 2 together. So remember, and also do not try to get in a relationship just because you see your friends are in a relationship, or you know, you just see everybody else. It's Valentine's Day, because you're gonna end up probably getting with the wrong person. Date someone that meets your boundaries. Date someone that you like, actually like. Just don't date them because of their body, their looks. Date them because you actually like them, you got a connection with them. Do not date somebody because you heard this about them, or you're trying to get in a relationship because of your friends, or whatever the case may be. Make sure that you're in a relationship with someone that you actually like, and somebody that, you know, you actually feel like that would respect you and your boundaries. And I'm saying that right. And yeah, do not go around the school trying to date everybody else. You're not cool. You're not what you call, I pull more than you. That's not a flex. That is not a flex. You know what you are. Do not do that. Do not date the whole entire school, because then it's like, it's gonna be so weird. You got them in your classes and it's just like, you know, do not do that. It's not worth your time, and it's not cute. So don't do that. On to the next, hygiene. I don't really have too much to say about this. Me personally, I would tell you to take a shower. Make sure you get in that shower every single day. I don't care if you feel like, oh, I could go there to take a shower, because you don't want to be walking around school. Somebody smells you, goes around, oh, this guy smells like this, or this girl smells like this, and then your nickname is Smelly Boy. That's a smelly boy. But you don't want to be walking around the school smelling musty. So make sure you always take a shower. Me personally, I would advise you to have, you know, put like some degree and some cologne, or for women, perfume in your backpack, just because, you know, you can be doing sport, get all sweaty. You can always have your little go-to for your next period. And yeah, but not too much on that. Just make sure you take a shower every single day. If you're gonna be late, still get in that shower, walk to school. If you can't walk to school, ask your mom to take you to school. If you can't, if she can't, she's at work. Dad, if dad can't do it, find somebody. If somebody can't do it, you just missed a day. I'd rather go to school smelling good. Well, I'd rather miss school knowing that, like, I can't think of the words for it, but just make sure you prioritize your scent. You do not want to smell, and if you're in a relationship, you do not want your boyfriend or girlfriend smelling you, and that's gonna be bad. So make sure you smell good, take a shower every single day. And yeah, that's all I have for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow my Instagram. It will be in the description below. And yeah, without further ado, I hope this helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to, I already said this, I'm finna end the video. We on Jay, and we out.